Hello. In this video, I'm going to be giving an overview on how to access and navigate one of the library's great resources, our subject guides. I'm here on the library's homepage at www.algonquincollege.com/library, and the link to access the subject guides is just here. So I'm going to click in. Now we have over 100 subject guides, over 19 different subject areas, and these are all curated by members of the library staff. So there's a lot of really great information here. This view shows us the guides broken down by subject. So if you click into any one of these tabs, it's going to give you a list of the guides within that broader subject area. If you'd prefer to search alphabetically, you can do so by clicking on All Guides up at the top, and it will give you that alphabetical listing. Now today we're going to take a look at one of the guides that is curated by us here at the Pembroke campus. So I'm going to go into the Forestry Technician subject guide, which is just here. Now, depending on which guide you're viewing, they are all curated by different members of library staff, so you will notice some variation on the interface and some of the formatting, but all of your basic information is going to be there. I just want to point out quickly, down at the bottom of this main home page here is the library contact information. So this is the contact information for the library staff member responsible for keeping this guide up to date. So you're welcome to contact us with any questions or suggestions that you have pertaining to this specific guide. So going back up to the top here, this black bar is how you're going to navigate within the subject guide. So we've got categories for books and videos, articles, as well as web resources. And then we also have information regarding citing sources, avoiding plagiarism, and then also links to our research support and library FAQs. So we're going to start off here in the Books and DVDs tab. Now this particular guide shows a tabbed view here, so this just gives you more of a breakdown of information within the broader subject area of forestry. And first I'm going to point out here, so this is a record for one of our books that is held within the library collection. And if you hover over the title, in some cases you will get a description of the book. So this will allow you to, at a quick glance, know if you're going to want to follow up with this book or maybe take a look for something different. It also lists the call number. So that's the number on the spine of the book that is going to allow you to find it on the shelf in the physical library space. Underneath that is the ISBN, which is the number that is unique to each book. So this is useful if you were wanting to, say, search for this book in Google. You could enter this number, and it will bring you to this exact edition of this particular title, which is particularly useful if it has been published in multiple editions. Now, the title is also a link. So if you click on it, it's going to open up the catalog record for the item. So this is the item information within our library catalog. And I do recommend that you click into this record if you are interested in locating this book, because it gives you some important information. It's going to tell you which campus the item is housed at, so in this case Pembroke. It's going to let you know the location of the item on campus. So in this case, it lets you know that it's in our standard shelving location and that it is in fact on the shelves currently. And then finally, it gives you that call number again. So all really important information to know, because you don't want to go to the campus with a call number and find out it is located at a different campus entirely. So coming back here to the subject guide, a few more things I want to point out on this page. So down here we've got some featured DVDs, and again clicking on the title of any of these will give you that description, as well as being a link into the catalog record for the item. We've also got some quick links here to some basic library information on how to renew books, how to place holds, and such things as that. Up here, we've got this box here to search the catalog. So if you're wanting to do some browsing on your own outside of the subject guide, then you can use this as a starting point. We also have this information here on browsing the collection. So this is a range of call numbers. So if you just wanted to go and browse on the shelf in the library in various different topics, say botany, you could go to this location on the shelves and find books just generally. So if we take a look now, back up at the top here, we'll take a look at the ebooks. So the setup's the same here, but ebooks are a little bit different. If you're looking to access those off campus, you will need to log in. So in the case of students, it would be your student number and then the last 4 digits of that student number. In the case of faculty, it would be your staff number and then 4 zeros preceding it. And then again, the PIN would be the last 4 digits of your employee number. So again, we have the ISBN listed here, but this time if we click in to the item record, it's going to take us to the ebook itself. So depending on where you're accessing the ebook from, which database it's coming from, this page might look different, but no matter where you're accessing from, it will still have information on how to download. So in this case, we would click the button to download the book. We'll close this up here. And again, we have some quick links off to the side, specifically for ebook support, digital resource problems, and again, a search button to search within the library catalog for ebooks specifically. There's also a list down here in this particular guide for online encyclopedias and book databases that contain materials relevant to the subject area that you're looking at. Moving on, we'll take a look at some online videos. So the online videos are the same as the ebooks in regards to if you're trying to access from off campus, you will need to log in. Off to the side here, we've got a listing of some of the main video players that we have access to at Algonquin. Again, some quick links there to help you troubleshoot if you're running into some problems, and then the list of the videos here. And again, the title is that access point. So if we click on one of these, it's going to open us up, in this case, I believe, into the Films on Demand database here. So you'll be able to view the video right from here. And you can also link to videos as well into Brightspace or into a classroom setting. Going back to the guide again, we'll take a look at the articles. So this is where you're going to find featured journals and magazines. So depending on the guide and what's available, you might see a mix of print and online. You might see just one or just the other. But if you click into one of these here, if it is online, it will show you the issues that are available, and you can click into any one of these and get access to that particular issue. If full text is available, you can access that here. If the journal or the magazine is available in print only, as in the case of this Journal of Forestry, it will again take you to a record here, but it will tell you that it's only print holdings available. So again, clicking into that record is your best way to navigate within the particular resource. So again, going back into the subject guide, you'll also see here a list of key databases for this particular subject area, as well as that login information and a search function to search within journals and ebooks. Moving on to the web resources. So these are links to external websites which are relevant to the subject matter at hand, and they could belong to government bodies, associations, related training, or they could just be sites of interest to the subject matter. So a lot of really great things in here. So to sum up, these subject guides are a great starting point for research, whether for faculty or for students, because they're such an easy way to quickly access subject-specific resources for a program of study. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can always contact us down in that contact information there. And finally, we are always updating content and creating new guides, so make sure to check back frequently.